Magandang buhay mga bata! Tara, samahan ninyo akong matuto kasama si
Teacher Aika, your online teacher. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell for more videos. Thank you! Revised K-12 Curriculum, Science, Grade 5, Quarter 3, Lesson 7. Our topic for today is about simple circuit, constructing simple electrical circuit. This is Teacher Aika, your online teacher. Let's start! Learning competencies and objectives. 1. Assemble and draw a simple circuit using batteries, wires, switch, a bulb, and or a toy motor or buzzer. And 2. Design and construct a simple electrical circuit to identify what materials will conduct electricity and use it to identify materials from the environment that will and will not conduct electricity. By the end of this lesson, students will be able to 1. Understand the concept of electricity and its significance in everyday life. 2. Recognize the components of a simple electrical circuit, including conductors, insulators, batteries, wires, switches, and output devices. 3. Apply safety precautions when working with electricity, including proper handling of materials and wearing safety goggles. 4. Construct and diagram a simple electrical circuit using batteries, wires, a switch, and an output device, bulb, toy motor, or buzzer. 5. Analyze and interpret experimental results to identify materials that conduct electricity and those that do not. 6. Discuss real-world applications of understanding conductivity and the importance of saving electricity. Day 1. Short review. Electricity tag game. Materials needed, a big space to play, indoor or outdoor. Sentence strips or construction paper. Markers or crayons. Safety pins or paper clips. Preparation. 1. I will give each of you a sentence strip or a piece of construction paper. 2. Write your assigned role on it. Electrifying pupil, collective conductor, incredible insulator. 3. Pin the paper to your back using a safety pin or paper clip. 4. You will be divided into 3 equal groups. Electrifying pupil, collective conductor, and incredible insulator. 5. Make sure you understand who conductors and insulators are. Game instructions. 1. We will play a freeze tag game about electricity. 2. Electrifying pupils are the taggers. They will chase and tag the conductors and insulators. 3. Collective conductors must have pictures or words showing conductors like metal, copper, aluminum, water, humans, and animals. 4. Incredible insulators must have pictures or words showing insulators, like rubber, plastic, glass. 5. When a conductor is tagged, you must freeze and remove your label. You are out of the game. 6. Only incredible insulators can unfreeze frozen players. 7. Insulators need to be tagged 3 times before they are out. Each tag removes 1/3 of their label. When all parts are gone and they get tagged again, they must freeze. 8. The game continues until all insulators are frozen or time is up. 9. After the game, we will talk about how conductors and insulators work in real life. Safety reminders. Stay inside the play area. No pushing, rough play, or dangerous running. Processing question. 1. What are some examples of conductors? Answer: metal, copper, aluminum, water, humans. 2. What are some examples of insulators? Answer: rubber, plastic, wood, and glass. 3. What is the characteristic of a conductor? Answer: it allows electricity to pass through it easily. 4. What is the characteristic of an insulator? Answer: it blocks or stops electricity from passing through. Unlocking vocabulary. Electricity. Electricity is the flow of tiny particles called electrons. It's what powers our lights, appliances, and gadgets. Conductors. Conductors are materials that allow electricity to flow through them easily. Metals like coppers and aluminum are good conductors. In the game, they're the ones who get tugged easily. Insulators. Insulators are materials that don't let electricity flow through them easily. Rubber, plastic, and wood are examples of insulators. In the game, they're harder to tag because they don't let the electricity or tagging flow through. Circuit. A circuit is a path for electricity to flow. It's like a loop that goes from the power source, like a battery, through wires to light up something like a bulb. Unlocking difficulties. Fill out the table below to tell us what you think you know about simple circuits, constructing simple electrical circuit, and what you want to know about it. First column, what we think we know. I think a simple circuit needs a battery, wires, and a bulb. Second column, what we want to know. I want to know how to make the bulb light up. Later on, when we are done with our lesson, we will be answering the last two columns. Day 2. Lesson purpose. 1. What is electricity? Electricity is energy that makes lights, devices, and appliances work. 2. Where does electricity come from? Answer: it comes from power plants, batteries, and other energy sources. 3. How do we use electricity in our daily lives? Answer: we use it to turn on lights, charge phones, watch TV, and run appliances. Today, we will have a short discussion about why electricity is important and how it helps power things we use every day, like lights, fans, TVs, and gadgets. You will learn that a circuit is a path where electricity can travel. Conductors are materials that let electricity flow easily. Insulators are materials that do not let electricity flow easily. In today's lesson, you will build simple electrical circuits and will test different materials to find out which are conductors and which are insulators. Here's the demonstration using PET simulation. Circuit construction kit. AC Virtual Lab. Instruction for using PHET simulation to demonstrate simple circuits. I will introduce the PHET or PET simulation and explain that it will help us understand how electrical circuits work. 2. You will learn by building and testing circuits on the computer. Assessing the simulation. 1. I will show you the PHET website or the specific link for the simple circuit simulation. 2. Watch carefully and follow the demonstration. 3. Make sure you pay attention so you can use the simulation correctly. Exploring the simulation interface. 1. I will show you the different parts of the simulation, including the circuit components panel, the workspace, and the measurement tools. 2. You will spend a few minutes exploring the tools and components to see what each one can do. Building a simple circuit. 1. I will demonstrate how to make a simple circuit in the simulation. 2. First, choose a battery from the components panel and place it on the workspace. 3. Next, add wires to connect the battery to other components like switches, bulbs, or resistors. 4. I will show you how to rotate and move the components to build the circuit correctly. Testing the circuit. 1. I will show you how to test your circuit by clicking the play button or turning on the switch. 2. Observe what happens when the electricity flows. 3. Watch how the parts of the circuit behave, such as a bulb lighting up and a motor spinning. See, think, wonder. See what I notice. I see the wires are connected to the battery and bulb. Think what these might mean. I think the metal wires carry electricity. Wonder what I'm curious about. I wonder if we can use more than one bulb in the circuit. Circuit diagram and symbols. Wire connection creates a pathway for electricity to flow between two or more components in the circuit. Light bulb converts electrical energy into light energy when current flows through it, providing illumination. Battery provides the voltage necessary to power the circuit components by acting as a source of electrical energy. Switch open interrupts the flow of current in the circuit when in the open position, preventing electricity from flowing. Switch closed allows the flow of current in the circuit when in the closed position, completing the circuit and enabling electricity to flow. Closed circuit represents a complete electrical circuit where there is a continuous path for the flow of current, enabling electricity to flow and components to function. Open circuit represents an incomplete electrical circuit where the path for the flow of energy is broken, preventing current from flowing. Match up the symbols with their correct picture and name by drawing a line. And here's the answer. Day 3. 1. Yesterday, we identified some simple circuits. What do all these circuits have in common? Answer: they all have connectors or wires, load or bulb or device, switch to turn it on or off, and source, battery or power. 2. Look at this lighting circuit with a single bulb. Notice it is similar to the miniature circuit we studied in the lab. Don't worry about the source type, AC or DC for now. Lesson activity proper. 1. Form groups of 6 to 8 students. 2. I will give each group an activity sheet and bring out your materials: batteries, wires, bulb, and switch. 3. Always disconnect the circuit after each observation to save the batteries. Activity number 1, simple circuit construction. Objective: at the end of the activity, you should be able to set up a simple circuit, identify the parts of a circuit, and describe what each part does. Materials needed: 1 light bulb, 1 light bulb holder, 1 dry cell, 1 cell holder, 1 switch, 3 connecting wires. Instructions: 1. Connect one end of the wire to one terminal of the bulb. 2. Connect the other end to one terminal of the dry cell. 3. Get another wire and connect one of its ends to the other terminal of the dry cell. 4. Then connect the free end of the wire to one of the terminals of the switch. 5. Connect another wire to the other terminal of the switch. 6. Get another wire and connect the switch to the bulb. Be sure that the switch is open. 7. Next, close the switch and observe what happens to the bulb. 8. Open the switch. What do you observe? 9. Close the switch but loosen or disconnect the bulb. What do you observe? 10. Put back the bulb but disconnect the dry cell. What do you observe? Processing question. 1. What happens to the bulb when the switch is closed? Why is this so? Answer: the bulb lights up when the switch is closed because the circuit is complete and electricity can flow from the battery to the bulb. 2. Describe what you observe when you opened and closed the switch. Answer: when the switch is closed, the bulb lights up. When the switch is open, the bulb goes off because the circuit is broken. 3. In your own words, describe an electric circuit and discuss when the load in the circuit will function. Answer: an electric circuit is a path that lets electricity flow. The load, like a light bulb, works only when the circuit is closed and electricity can pass through. Day 4. Learning activity, interactive discussion. 1. Think. Can you make a working circuit with one bulb, one wire, and a battery? 2. Show a hand raise if you think you can make it. 3. In your groups, draw your circuit and answer. Were you able to light the bulb? Why or why not? 4. Some students will draw their model on the whiteboard or anchor chart for the class to see. 5. Discuss how this relates to real life. Have you ever tried to fix or make an electrical device work? 6. Watch the video and then answer. What mistakes did your group make? And what did you learn about electricity and circuits? Processing question. 1. Did your group make any mistakes when you were completing your circuit? Answer: yes or no. 2. What were those mistakes? Answer: we connected the wires wrong and the bulb didn't light. 3. How was that changed your understanding of electricity and electrical circuits? Answer: I learned that electricity only flows when the circuit is complete. Activity number 2. How is my house wired? General objective: explore how electricity is used in our houses. Specific objectives: 1. Trace the electrical connections from the meter to the appliances in the different parts of the house. 2. Identify the parts of the household circuit. 3. Identify several simple circuits from the house wiring connection. 4. Draw simple circuit diagram. Materials needed: activity sheets 3.2.1 and 3.2.2. Instructions: 1. Work in a group. 2. Together with your teammates, perform the activity. 3. Read the activity sheet. You only have 20 minutes to complete their activity sheet. 4. When you are done, give a short input. That's for 10 minutes on electrical symbols. 5. Using activity sheet 3.2.1 as your guide, transfer what you have drawn in activity sheet 3.2.1 to sheet 2 using the electrical symbols. 6. Next, recall how you connect the electrical appliances in the house whenever you use them. Let them show how by drawing them on activity sheet 3.2.2. 7. Finish the task in 15 minutes. Activity 3.2.1. Directions on the space provided below. Draw how your house is wired. Start from the meter to the different parts of the house. Activity 3.2.2. Directions. Transfer your drawing in activity sheet 3.2.1 to the space provided below using electrical symbols. Processing questions. 1. Can you identify any similarities or differences between the simple circuits you observed in the house wiring connection and the circuits you've learned about in class? Answer: similarities: both have a power source, wires, and a load like a light or appliance. Differences: house circuits are more complex and have many switches and outlets, while classroom circuits are simple with one bulb or load. 2. Reflect on the process of transferring your drawings from activity sheet 3.2.1 to activity sheet 3.2.2 using electrical symbols. What challenges did you encounter and how did you overcome them? Answer: it was hard to remember all the symbols, but we checked the guide and worked together to draw them correctly. 3. Why do you think it's important to know how appliances are connected to electricity in our homes before we use them? Answer: so we can use electricity safely and avoid accidents or breaking the appliances. Learners' takeaways. Think big, making generalizations. Electrical circuits. A simple circuit is the most basic form of circuit. It includes these parts: Source of energy such as a battery or generator. Output device such as a bulb or radio. Connection such as a wire or cable and switch. A circuit can be opened or closed. When a circuit is open, the output device will not receive energy. Therefore, it's incomplete circuit. When a circuit is closed, the output device will receive energy. Therefore, it is complete circuit. Processing questions. 1. What were the main ideas we explored today? Answer. We learned how to make simple circuits, how switches work, and how electricity goes from the power source to appliances. 2. What did you find most interesting or challenging about the lesson? Answer. Most interesting, seeing the bulb light up in a simple circuit. Most challenging, remembering the electrical symbols. 3. How does what we learned today connect to what you already know? Answer. It connects to what I know about batteries, wires, and bulbs from previous lessons about electricity. 4. What questions do you still have about the topic? Answer. I wonder how electricity safely reaches all parts of a house without causing accidents. Formative assessment. Part 1. Directions. Complete the statements about the components of simple circuits. Choose your answer from the box. Here are the choices. Load, conductor, source, circuit. 1. Blank is a complete path around which electricity can flow. Answer. Circuit. 2. Blank provides electrical energy or power. A battery is an example of this component. Answer. Source. 3. Blank allows electric current to pass through. Wire is an example of this component. Answer. Conductor. 4. Blank uses or consumes the power or energy. Bulb is an example of this component. Answer. Load. Part 2. Directions. Label the components of a simple circuit. Let's answer. Battery. Light bulb. And wire. Homework or student reflection. Electricity Conservation Pledge. Objective: to make a commitment to conserve electricity and understand the importance of conserving electrical energy. Instructions: 1. Use the space below to write a promise to save electricity. Make a list of at least 3 things you will do to save money. 2. Put your promise up in the classroom after you've signed it. 3. Talk to your friends about why it's important to save electricity and what each person can do help. My water conservation pledge. I promise to turn off the lights when I leave a room. I promise to unplug appliances when they are not in use. I promise to use electric fans and air conditioners wisely. I promise to save electricity at home and in school every day. Signature. 1. In what ways does making a promise to save electricity help? Answer: it helps me remember to use electricity wisely and save money and energy. 2. How can you encourage others to join you in conserving electricity? Answer: I can remind them to turn off lights, share tips, and set a good example. Maraming salamat sa panonood! Huwag kalimutang i-like at mag-subscribe para sa higit pang educational content. I-click ang bell icon para ma-update ka sa ating mga bagong video. Salamat!